as others jump in here for the purposes of those who watch this video. My name is Dr. Harry Benjamin, streaming to you from Houston by way of planet Earth. Very grateful to be on this planet. I have the opportunity to have become a medical doctor, also distributed automobiles for a number of years, and also I've been in the network marketing space for over a decade. And last 3 years, I've been involved in the trading space, trading the financial markets through being a part of Xtream business community that's rapidly growing. We have an academy. We have a set of health and wellness products. We have our travel website that you'll soon see the tab here, where you can book online travel and get discounts on cruises, rent cars, discounts on hotels up to 80% off. So we truly have a wonderful technology platform that you can use our services. And then we have a really amazing affiliate program. We have the 3 and 3 promotion going on, where you can enroll 3 affiliates, you'll get your next month's membership free, plus you get an extra $50 bonus while you receive $25 for each affiliate basic. And if you enroll affiliate TNT members for $299, if you enroll 3 members before the end of February, you get an extra $100. So this is an exciting season. Our compensation plan is very aggressive. You could get $500 a month, and 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 goes up to a very high figure of $1 million. That's to give you the note, or to share with you the note that, for you to note that $1 million a month is on the table for anybody who has the wherewithal to build an organization within the confines of Xtream to the tune of that size, right? Where you'd have over 75,000 active subscribers within the community. If you are ready to build a community that large, we have set our compensation plan in place to pay you $1 million a month as a financial reward for building up Xtream. So that is a very significant point to note, right? Even if you don't get to $1 million and you end up at $200,000 per month coming in residual income, that's $2.4 million per year. That's a lot of money to come into you automatically deposited to your bank account every Friday. You're getting $50,000 deposited to your account every Friday for you to withdraw and do whatever you please with it. Guys, that's some sweet money, right? So we have this compensation plan here for those who are going to take advantage. I'm a part of it. Bridget, a number of us are taking advantage of it. But we also have the education side. The education side for those who take the time, and I'm also learning and growing and developing that. This is bigger than the compensation plan in the sense that this is $7 trillion per day. We already have students who within their first year have taken education extremely seriously, people who went to class regularly, met with the master traders, continuously asked them questions and became very good. We saw 2 students earn over $1 million in their first year. So some students who dive into the education and really focus on it have done well. And we have the educator that was instrumental in those 2 students earning that money. He's still a part of the education team. He truly loves and desires to see people do well. And you and I have an opportunity to glean from him. So really, really exciting, right? The educational packages are $89 a month, $99, $159. That's what we pay. If you have a student ID, you will pay the $89 a month. If you don't, you pay the $99 or $159 if you want to add Nadex. And then we have the Safe to Trade system, which is a game changer of game changers. It's only $599 to enroll. And then you get the signals for $75 per month. So this is a really powerful tool that we have, and you have an opportunity to use one or our parts of what we do. So welcome. I see we have new people here, Sasha and Kwasi. Welcome, Kwasi. Kwasi Kwakie Niwako. That's a pretty unique name. Where are you streaming in from, Kwasi?
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, but your name is very African. Welcome. Which African country is that name from?
Ghana.
Ghana. Okay, great. Were you invited by Evans, or because I have some friends in Ghana that recently got enrolled with us? Who invited you to do?
Horatio.
Horatio. Oh, Horatio is our brother over in Jamaica. But yeah, I have some friends in Ghana. Quite a few friends. I lived in Nigeria for about 9 years, so I met quite a few people from Ghana. Ghana's a lot of Ghanaians are in Nigeria and vice versa, right? So, yeah, nice to meet you, Kwasi.
Okay, to whom do I have the pleasure of chatting with right now?
Okay, my apologies. My name is Dr. Harry Benjamin, and I'm doing a presentation today on behalf of our team.
Okay, great. Thanks.
All right. Have you ever traded before?
No.
No. All right, great. So I'm going to give you some basics. All right, and show you how this system works. It's pretty simple. All right. Okay. What about it's the other person I saw there, or Sasha. Okay, her line is not yet unmuted. All right. So basically, here's the rub. Right, Kwasi and Sasha. Welcome, Sasha. Sasha one. Where are you streaming in from, Sasha? If you don't mind unmuting and telling us. Seems like she's having internet connection because it keeps cutting off. Sasha, could you unmute and tell me where you're streaming in from? Is your internet strong enough? Because it seems like you're cutting in and out. You jump off, jump on. If you can unmute Sasha and let us know where you're streaming in from, I'd love to hear from you. All right. If you can put it in the chat, then if you don't want to speak, just go ahead and put your name in the chat, Sasha, and let us know where you're streaming from. And Carol Thompson as well. If this is your first time being on here, let me know. If you could come off mute and tell me, so I'll know what level of information I need to share to help to help different people. So Carol, have you ever traded before, Carol? Hey Sasha, what's up? How are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine. All right, where are you streaming in from, Sasha?
I'm from Cyberport. I was invited by Victor Riley.
Oh, Victor Riley. Okay, great. Have you ever traded before, Sasha?
No.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. So welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. All right.
Yes, thank you.
All right, great. All right, wonderful. All right, Carol Thompson, could you unmute and tell me if you have traded before, please? Carol Thompson.
Hi,
Go ahead.
good evening. I've never traded before, no.
All right, great. You sound Jamaican. All right, great. All right, wonderful. Welcome to the call. All right, so Sasha has traded, Carol, and also Kwasi. We're all relatively new to the space of trading. So here's what we have, right? A couple of things. If you choose to join us, I recommend that you start off as an affiliate. Okay, that's my recommendation to all the new people. Start off as an affiliate. Take advantage of the 3 and free program. If you enroll 3 people before the end of the month, you'll get free membership next month. All right, and then that way you start making some commissions from us, and you're not under any pressure to make a monthly payment for your education. But of course, you're free to pay for your education without enrolling anyone. You could pay $168 to get registered and pay $99 a month. And then you're going to have access to our platform. Our platform has videos, live classes that you can attend. You'll also be able to join different Zoom sessions that will give you information on how to do trading. Now, trading is very powerful, right? There's some people today, just today, with the information that I'm going to share with you, have earned more money today than some people work for the entire month. And there are people who have in our community have earned more money in a day than some people work for all year. So trading is a very, very powerful skill set. Okay, so please, Carol, Sasha, and Kwasi, it's very important that you pay close attention to what I'm going to share with you, because this can positively impact your life. It can positively improve your inflow of money into your family. There are people who have already bought homes. There are people who have bought automobiles. There are people who are taking very fancy vacations. There are people's lives who have turned around significantly because they took the time to learn the skill that I'm about to share with you. And one of the things that's in your advantage, that is a big advantage, is that you have the opportunity to buy the Safe Trade system for only $599 for a 1-year license, and then $75 a month for what are called signals, right? Okay, so let's look at our chart. Let's go and look at our chart, and let's try to understand how the system works. This is what's called a chart. And for your new folks, the first time I saw this chart, I got a headache. So don't feel bad if it looks confusing, if it looks difficult to comprehend, right? you know, but it's not as challenging as it may seem. Okay. All right. So going to what's called a scanner. Some of you who are on here would have heard me talk last week about the indices reversing, and we could see that this was all green yesterday, and then now it's red. New people, you may not understand this, but this is a blue line scanner, and don't worry about it right now. But these were green, and now they're all red on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, which means that if we look at the indices today, there was a big sell-off, right? We could see that there was a big buyback. So the 1 hour, 4 hour buy stuff has kicked in. Wow, 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 wow. Some of us missed that. It's not yet fully there yet, but it's coming. It's coming. It's on its way. Wow. That was a nice buyback by Nas. That one caught everybody off guard. Buyback there. All right. But nice things going on right now. Really, really, really nice things going on, everybody. Really, really nice stuff. Okay. All right. So nice stuff happening. So there's a big, huge sell-off today by the indices, big time sell-off. Let me just put this on the 1 hour time frame. Really nice drop in the market. Really, really nice drop in the market from all the way up here to down here. And some people made a lot of money from that, right? That was like 380 something points. So you could be earning $1 per point. You could be earning $5 per point. You could be earning $10 per point. Some people earn as much as $100 per point. So this is 388 points. So let's say 380 points was the move from up here to down here. Okay, from this point to down to this point, you could have earned money if you were trading in the market. We'll give you ideas on what to trade. We'll tell you when to expect these moves in the market so that you could take advantage of them as a part of the education program. 380 points times $10 per point is $3,800. Right? Some people don't make $3,800 for the month as a salary, and some people made that today. Started off at early in the morning. Right? It started about 4 a.m. All right, so some people caught that 8:30 a.m. and they caught from here to here. Okay, some people caught it at that point from here to here. Okay, which is 239 points. So let's say 240 points. And then some people right now are catching this move going back up, right? Some people are catching this move this way, right? You know, on the buy. Some people are already in that. Okay, that's 100. That's 100 points. So $10 a point, that's $1,000. And this would have taken 15, 1 hour. So from here to here, from the bottom of this green candle to the top of this bottom of this green bar, right? Horizontal bar for those who don't know the terms. But the bottom here to up here is 100 points. So some people would have been able to catch some of it. Let's say you caught 50 points out of it. 50 points times $10, that's 500 US dollars. So in a matter of 30 minutes, you could have made 500 US dollars in 30 minutes using this technology, using this education, knowing what to do, when to put it in, and all of that. We're going to train you on all of that, right? So in simple terms, this is a system that is color coded, simple to use. For example, let's say Quasi, right? Quasi. If you could come off mute for a second and just tell me if you could see this right here. Could you come off mute for me, Quasi?
Do.
All right, great. Do you see this line at the very bottom that's red?
Yes, I do.
Great. Do you see these bars that are green?
I do. And the yellow one.
Great. And then do you see these two lines that are red, kind of close to each other?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. This is called a setup. Red, green, red. Right? I'm on what's called a 15-minute chart. Okay? Which later on you'll learn the difference in the time frames. But right now, this would have been what's called a sell. So some people put in an order this morning when they saw that, or the system gave them the data that it's set up, and they put in an order for a sell, right? So some people put in an order to tell the broker if the market went down, which it did, they made money. So some people in our community made money from right here down to here, which is 300 points. So some people made $1 per point. That's the smallest you could make on the indices with certain brokers. and some people made $3,000 from that. Okay, would you like to be able to use your laptop, your phone, and be able to put in a transaction like this and make, $300, $3,000? Some people even made more. Would you like to be able to do that, Kwasi?
Absolutely.
Right, of course. So here's the simplicity of it. The system. Let me collapse this pane at the bottom. If we do not have that pane at the bottom with the indicators, we would not really know where to go. We'd have to guess, or we'd have to do a lot of what's called marking up of the charts to be able to know which direction we should go in. But once we have this at the bottom here, this is the secret sauce. These colors at the bottom, and then we have it as what's called a buy. Like right here, could you see, Kwasi? Come off mute again for me one more time, if you don't mind. Do you see where it's green at the bottom, then red, then these two lines are green? Do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Great. So that's called a buy. So do you notice that the candles went up afterwards? Do you notice that?
I don't.
Okay. Well, right here, these things are called candles. These green and red things. So after to the right of this section here. All right. Let me show you how it works. What happens is that, let's say this is real time. Okay, the market is real time, but let's say this is real time earlier today. It shifts over slightly like this every few minutes. Okay, so that's why I said it went up after. So after this was formed, after this came up on the screen, green, red, green. Do you agree with me that these cylinders went upward? Do you agree with me that they went upward?
They did.
Great. All right. Do you also agree with me that the same thing happened right here? Green, red, green, and it went upward afterwards. Do you notice that?
Yes.
Correct. So every time we get this setup, it's called a setup. Do you see the same thing right here? Green, red, green. Do you see it? Do you notice that it goes up after?
Yep.
Right. So that's the nature of these indicators at the bottom here. They give us the data that allow for you and I to say, to tell our broker to do a buy trade for us or do a sell trade for us. That's what that system does. Okay? If it's red, green, red, it's a sell. If it's green, red, green, it's a buy. Is that clear?
Yep.
All right, great. Now there's one other dynamic to this, something called a scanner, right? I'm gonna go to the scanner here, click on home, and I'm gonna click on this button that says Forex Top 10, right here, Forex Top 10. All right, so top 10 Forex, and I'm going to go to the 15-minute. The 15-minute is the sweet spot. There are other time frames, but the 15-minute is the sweet spot, right? So this one says NZD JPY, right? Right here, NZD JPY. If you do not know what NZD JPY is, don't worry. But could you hazard a guess? What do you think NZD JPY means?
New Zealand.
Yeah. New Zealand versus what?
Japan.
Japan. See, you're already swinging, bro. All right. So here's a 15-minute, right? Could you see that earlier on? The system called this earlier on. So this is when it called it. Do you notice it went down after? Right here, red, green, red. It did it 2 times. Right here, red, green, red, when it went up here and it came down. Do you notice? And then it did it again, and it went up and it came back down. Do you notice that? So those 2 opportunities we could have given the broker. Let's go back to the scanner again, because what the scanner does, it scans the market and tells you when it's ready to be done, when the trade is ready to be done. And it gives you messages so that you know that it's ready to be done. NZD CHF. Let's go look for what NZD CHF is. Do you have an idea what the CHF part is?
Nope.
Well, I didn't either. Not until I got involved with this community. It's actually the Swiss franc. I was shocked. I was like, what? That's the Swiss money, the money for Switzerland, right? Some confederation, something. All right. Do you notice this green right here, right? Did it go up after this setup?
Yep.
Right. That was a buy. Let's go and look at the next one above it. All right, let's go back. That was CAD CHF, NZD CAD, NZD CAD. Let's go back now and just put New Zealand dollar. What do you think the CAD stands for?
Canadian dollar.
Yeah, right. So New Zealand dollar versus Canadian dollar, right? And then let's look at the scanner again. NZD CAD, this red arrow. What do you think the red arrow means? Do you think it means to sell or to buy? Nkwasi, do you think the red going down means you should take a sell or you should take a buy?
It's a sell.
Right, great. Because if it's going down, you should sell, and if it's going up, we buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, so let's look at what happened, right? Could you see the call when it went up? So when it went up here,
Mm-hmm.
and did it come down after? Red, green, red. See, right here. You could see that, right? It happened twice, right? Okay, and this is on. So the system, what the scanner does, we pay $75 a month for the scanner to give us data on when these things have set up. We have them on different time frames. So we have them on the 1 minute, like this is Euro GBP on the 1 minute. Let's go and look at that. Let's go and look at EUR GBP, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that should be easy. A Euro Great British Pound, right? This is on the 1 minute. Let's go down to the 1 minute chart. So I've changed this to the 1 minute, everyone. And you could see that right now it's come up above the trade line, right? And there was a fill in the gap here, but we'll soon see some green right here, right? As it stays above there for it to come back down. So if it comes back down, you win the trade. Now the thing about the 1 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute trades, they're a little finicky. What I mean is that it moves so fast that if you're not very quick, you'll miss the trade. These 1 minute trades, right? They're very fast, okay? They're very fast. You might see turnaround and come back down, but I prefer the 15 minute. You'd end up putting in a trade maybe here, right there. You could wait for a turnaround, touch this line. And if it comes below this line, you'd make a profit. See, you see it went down below my blue line. Do you see that, Kwasi?
Yeah.
Right. Do you see the setup is down here, right? You could see it, right? Red, green, red, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the system gave us the data. Let's go back to it. See, system Euro GBP, 1 minute sell, the red arrow going down. We quickly went to it, but it's already pushing down already. All right. So that could have been a trade, but the 1 minute trades, even though they're fast, you can make some money on them. Their moves are very short. They're not like the 15 minute, the 30 minute, the 1 hour trades that are giving you much longer moves. These moves tend to be a little bit tiny. So you have to be very fast and nimble and swift to catch these, right? Because this push down already, and it's a very tight move, very tight, not a lot of points. If we were to measure that from there to the bottom of there is 0.2 points. So it didn't even get to 1 point, and it's pulling back already. So I prefer the higher time frames because the 1 minutes, they're just too fast. All right. Sometimes you don't get a chance to get much out of it. Sometimes they do, especially when it's the first time. Like this one here, red, green, red. You could see this one as a long enough move. It came down enough. But these later ones are not going to give you as much. Okay. Just a note for everybody. So when you're using the scanner, even though the 1 minutes are there, the 5 minutes are there, the 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, these weekly moves will give you some money. Let's look at this one, this weekly GBP AUD. Let's go look at that one, GBP AUD, right? And see how many points that delivered, right? GBP AUD, GBP AUD. That was the last one that the system called out, right? So we're going to put it on the weekly time frame. So we're going to come down here, press a week, and then we come here and look. Okay. This is the, could you see the green, red, green for a buy? Could you see that, Kwasi?
Yes, I do.
Right. So we would have, do you see how high up it went? And even though it doesn't look like a lot of movement, let's measure it to see how much we could have gotten out of this weekly trade. This is 727 points. 727 points, right? Let's say 720 points. If you made $1 per point with 720 points, would that be nice?
Absolutely.
Yes. What if you made $10 per point? Can you see the power of the system now? So where did I get this weekly trade from? Remember? Right here. Okay. We could check USD CAD. Here's another one, right? Because remember, these are going to get call outs in real time. We're looking historically now, but if you have the system, you would have that information. And then here's another weekly. Here's the first one, and here's a second one. Let's see how many points came from this first one here, right? 595 points when it went up to the top. Okay. Each of these cylinders, they're called candles. On the weekly chart, each of them is a full week. So from here to here is literally, if we check the date, that's Monday, the 24th of July. And then at the top here is Monday, the 30th of October. So this is not a trade for somebody who wants to make money in a day. This is for somebody who wants to make money over a period of months, okay? Because these trades take a longer period of time to develop properly. But they do eventually come through. It's just that you'll have to wait a while, okay? Just so you know, all right? Just so you know ahead of time. But this system is amazing because you could use it to build wealth. Euro AUD, let's check that one out. Euro AUD, EURAUD. So this scanner is so cheap, but the money you can make from this is amazing, right? See, green, red, green, right? Let's measure to see how many came from this one. This one was 348 points, and it started on Monday, the 8th of January, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, right? Almost 8 weeks. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. 7 weeks so far. This is our 7th week. The week is not done yet. So the week is still going on and it's still pushing up. So if you understand that simplicity, that we have a system that gives us trades that the longer term trades, the weekly chart gives you trades that you'll hold for weeks or maybe a months. The daily chart, right? The daily chart will give you trades that you could hold for a week, 2 weeks. The 4-hour H4 gives you trades that you would hold for a few days. The 1 hour, usually those work out in a day, right? In the same day, okay? I'm going to go to the top 10 indices. Let's go to top 10 indices and we'll look at some 1 hour trades. Index top 10. Are you liking the system so far, Kwasi?
So far, so good.
Yes, right? Here's a 15-minute on oil, right? Wouldn't you mind trading oil, US oil? Let's go look at US oil. I make some money from US oil on the 15-minute chart, right? This is what's going on right now on US oil, right now while we speak, right? There are investment funds, there are hedge funds, there are banks who are trading it, but you and I now have the opportunity to do the same thing. See, it was called out, right? It came into this channel and now it's pushing back up. But this one happened earlier. Green, red, green. All right, nice move to the upside after this system called it out. All right, nice run up. That's 105 points. All right, 105 points you'd have made. You could have gotten into oil at $77.16 per barrel and gotten out at $78.22 per barrel and made some money. Just like a hedge fund manager would, right? Except that you have a system instead of having to go to school and do all of that studying. Okay, all right. Then let's go back to our powerful scanner. So we pay only $75 a month to get data like this on over 200 different symbols. This is amazing. Let's look at the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Man, this is so powerful. And then on the 1 hour, there was a NAS 100 1 hour. There's the S&P 500 1 hour. Let's go look at NAS 100 1 hour and see what that delivered the other day. Look at this. Look at this. Kwasi, right here where it's red, green, red. Do you see that? Red, green, red. Okay. And if you enter the trade down here, put a blue line to show you enter the trade here on this 1 hour, look how much it produced. You could have come out when it started to reverse up here. Let's check to see how many points that was. Right? When it reversed, it was 337 points. And this started on Wednesday, the 7th of February, right? And you could have exited on the 12th. So that's 5 days from here to here. Okay, 5 days. Now, 340 points. If you're able to trade $100 per point, how much would you make from those 347 points? How much money would that be, Kwasi? 300 and let's say 350 for round numbers. 350 and you made $100 per point. How much would you make?
3,500.
$1,000. Exactly. Right? Now, some people don't make $35,000 for the year. And I'm showing you a legitimate bona fide technology that with the, you have to have a decent sized trading account to be able to trade $100 per point. But the bottom line is that the system gives you the data to be able to do that, all right, to take the trade. Some people trade $1 per point, which means it's $345. Some people trade $10. Some people trade $1,000 per point. There's a trader that made $230,000 in one trade in our community, and it took him 2.5 hours trading something called US 30, which are the top 30 stocks in the United States of America. So what we have our hands on is powerful. Now, here's another coming up for everybody, guys. Let me just tell you, so a little tidbit coming up. It started moving already. So we're a little late, not late, but we're right on time to catch it. Okay? Right on time to catch it. I'm on the 4-hour chart. What type of trade is this at the end of this chart here, Kwasi? Green, red, green. What type of trade is this?
We're going to
Is it a buy or a sell?
buy. We're going to buy.
Buy. So what we're expecting to happen, what we're going to expect to see happen is that this is going to gradually go up. Gradually. It's not going to go straight up in a line like that. It doesn't go straight up in a line like that. Just to kind of give you this is a 4-hour chart, right? You see this? Do you see this long red line coming down like this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to put a horizontal line at the beginning of it. I'm going to put a horizontal line on the back of it, at the back of it, right? So I'm going to put a horizontal line on the back of it. All right, so I'm going to drop this down now to what's called that's 4 hour. Let's drop it down to 1 hour. So you see, at the beginning, it went down a little bit, then it went a little sideways. There are some small ones in between. Can you see some small ones? Do you see some smaller cylinders, we call them candles in between? The two yellow lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go down again in time. Let's go down to 30 minutes. Do you see that it went sideways for a little while first before it went down, then it went up a little bit, then it went down, and it went back up a little bit. And then we'll just go to the 15-minute. You could see that it was going sideways for a while. It went down, went up, went down, down a little bit, right? And we could even go down to 5 minutes. We could see on the 5-minute that it went sideways for quite a bit, then down. And then if we even went to the 1 minute, we could even see that there was a lot of movement in both directions, okay? What looks like down, it went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's what's going on inside of what's called this 4-hour candle. So let's go back to the 4-hour candle, right? So when we look at this one red candle coming down, it's not straight down, okay? It's gonna go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. In the meantime, all right, on the smaller time frames, but this is just starting to happen. The buy is just starting to happen. So if I were you, you could be conservative and put your entry on the green line or on the yellow line and wait for it to come up here and then go up. You could wait. Or you could take a look at the 15-minute structure here, the 15-minute structure here, and right now it's starting to change structure. The 15-minute chart is starting to move from a sell structure to a buy because it's no longer making what are called lower lows. For you, if you've been to class, you'd understand that. So right now, the 15-minute has come up higher than the last low. This was the last high. This was the last high. This is the last low, right? And it's come up above and it's created a higher high than the last high. So if it continues to make these higher highs and higher lows, right, then it means it's changed its structure, right? It's changed its structure. Before, it was up here, it came down, created a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and now it's created a a higher high than the last high. And if it continues to do this, then it's going back up. It's no longer going down. This would tell you that you could jump in early into your 4 hour. You could jump in early into the 4 hour. If we see this, we could jump in down here in the 4 hour and get more out of it coming back up. Okay? All right, just bear that in mind. All right, that's just some tips for those who are a little bit ahead of the curve and understand what I'm sharing. So this is a very powerful system. Do you agree with me, Kwasi?
It looks very promising, I should say.
Yeah, well, there are people who have there's one guy that was homeless. He's no longer homeless. Two of them actually who bought the system. One used it on a library computer to make money. And we also have another person in the United States that was in that same situation and has also been it. One was in the UK, one is in the US. And we also have a gentleman that used this to earn $1.4 million in 7 months. It's Mr. Cochran and several people who have done well. So the system works, right? The system does work. You and I just need to buy the system, which I've already done that, already in the process of, doing quite well with it, and then learn how to use it. It takes a little while to learn how to use it. It's not an overnight, thing, right? It takes a little while to learn how to use it, but once you learn how to use it, it's game on. Right? Once you learn how to use it, it's game on. You'll be able to use it effectively. We'll train you. We have special classes. We had a class today at 12 o'clock. It was just off the charts. The class today was just off the charts, where the educator taught us the intricacies of how to use this. And we have that class twice a month that help you to understand how to use the system and learn how to properly use it and apply it and make money. Right? You get help in terms of, even setting up your broker account and doing all the various things that are needed, right, to be able to benefit from it. So the market is already starting buying back, guys. All right, there's a big run up already on NAS, SPX, and US 30. Let me go back to our scanner and just show you. Earlier on, we logged on, and we came to our blue line scanner. And it's still all red, right up to the 15-minute time frame is all red. Okay. With the minute that you see the first one here turn green on the 1 minute, start taking buy stops going up. The minute you see the first one turn green on this scanner here, all right, for those who trade indices, but it's already running up. See, NAS has already run up a lot, already gone up by 126 points in back up after the sell-off, right? So the other day, some of you are here know I was talking to you about this from last week, and I was saying that you have to be careful with the buys. I spoke about that. Anybody here remember me talking about that last week? Anybody? Right, when I said what I do is I go to the daily chart first, right? I go to the daily chart first, and it was a buy trend, and then I drop down to the 4-hour chart. And then I said the 4-hour chart was showing upward movement, but we started to see some sideways moves, right? Let's go down to the 1 hour. Anybody here remember that? The conversation, right? Where I said, look, you could see that it was going up, but it started to go sideways.
Yes, I remember.
Great, Rodney. Thank you very much for speaking up. All right, so you could see it came down a bit, came back up, and I said, careful with the buys because at some point we're going to have a reversal, right? Went up a little bit more, and then did we have a sell-off? Did we have a sell-off today? What a drop, right? You could see, it was going up, and then boom, right? A big sell-off. Are we going to see some more selling? I anticipate we will. Why? Because as it buys back up to fulfill this 4-hour buy stop, is going to run into creating as it comes up. Let me just drop this time frame down. So this is right now on the 1 hour, right? You could see clearly there's no pattern demonstrated there, but let's go down to the 30-minute. So we're going to see this come up above the 30-minute channel. And when it does, it's going to change these histogram bars from red to green, and then you're going to have a sell stop. If you go down to the 15-minute, let's go to the 5-minute. Let's go to the 5-minute. Right now, it's come up above the 5-minute. So it's created a 5-minute sell stop. So we might see a little selling coming off of the 15-minute channel, right here, in between here, or maybe here, it hits here and comes back down for another sell. It may not go all the way back down to where it was. So pay attention to what's going on, right? Right now, if it keeps making higher highs, it's going back up, right? But if it doesn't continue to make higher highs and starts to make new lows, then it's going back down. So pay attention to that, right? So that's the 15-minute. Let's do 5-minute. You could see we have a 5-minute sell stop shaping up. The back could break, so pay attention to that. For those who have a sniper, you'll be able to fine tune that. 3-minute, the back is broken, so the 3-minute buy is no longer a part of the equation, but we had some 3-minute sells. Sorry, 3-minute sells is no longer a part of the equation. We had some 3-minute sells earlier. Don't mean to lose you there, Kwasi, but I have to give those who are ahead of you a little bit more meat on the bones. All right.
That's good.
Okay, good. All right. So the 1 minute. All right. What is the 1 minute shaping up for, guys? What is the 1 minute? In fact, it's already happened already because the buy and the 1 minute took place down here. Right? You could have seen the change structure took place already, right? And the back broke. And if you were looking out for it, you know that there is a 4-hour, a 1 hour, 4-hour buy stop that was already in play. So you should have been looking out for the buy as well, and not just looking at the sells. Okay, don't get carried away with the drop of the sell. All right. So this is a piece of that 1 hour, 4-hour buy. There's another piece here, this piece here earlier on. But I just set up a 5-minute sell. This is a 1 minute sell. See? Green, red, right? Nice 1 minute sell stop. If you're late to the party, you could have caught this one. But this one, I wouldn't try to take these later ones. After you get this for the day, I wouldn't try to take this sell anymore because we're late to the party, right? Because that big sell already took place. It went down below 4-hour channel. See, it came below the 4-hour channel, significant below, way down below, way below the 4-hour channel. Did it get to the daily channel? Let's check. One day. It didn't get to the daily channel, but it came close enough. I would have loved to see it come to this daily channel, boy. Look at what happened here, Kwasi, when it came into this daily channel. You see when it came below this yellow line?
Mm-hmm.
You notice how much it went up? These daily channels are very powerful. There's a lot of buying power in there. 1,616 points. In one move. So you could open one trade down here. If this comes down into here, and you open up a buy, right? You could 1,616 points times $100 per point, Kwasi. How much money is that?
Yeah.
1,600 points times $100. How much money is that?
1,600 times 100. Right.
Yeah, okay, so 1,600 points times $100.
It's 160,000.
Yes, sir. You're good with money, man. You're from Africa for real. All right, $160,000, right? $160,000. Now, that started on, let's see what date that trade came into the channel. It was on Friday, the 6th of June, 2024. Okay, so this is like a 6-month trade. So $160,000 accumulated over 6 months by being able to hold on to an asset like NAS when it dipped and then wait for it to rise. Okay, and man, it's been on a really wonderful bull run. So let's enjoy, all right, as it pulls back into, hopefully, it would be great if we get that pullback. It would be really awesome. Right now we're seeing a pull up, a run up, but it may not come back up here right now. May not, we don't know. But, right now what we know for sure is that we're going to see another 15-minute sell, right? So we can expect a 15-minute sell this way. If it comes and closes below this low, expect it to come down again, okay? If it doesn't and it keeps going back up, then, just tap into that 1 hour, 4-hour buy. And then the 30 minutes going to come above the 30-minute channel at some point. The channel is going to make its way down towards it, and it's going to make its way up towards it. So the channel is coming down like this, and then this could come up like this and come up above it and come back down. All right? All right, so look out for that. So you could take advantage. If this turns to red to green here, this red turns to green here, that's your signal now that you have a 30-minute, 1 hour sell stop. Okay. And while that is happening, you're going to have these 1 minute buy stops, 5-minute buy stops, and 15-minute, 30-minute sells, and 1 hour sells. Right? We could enjoy a 1 hour sell stop as well, because this is turning all red. So to take these lines off, take these lines off of here. So you could enjoy a 1 hour. We could end up getting a nice 1 hour sell stop as well, right? How does this happen? We're going to see the channel keep pushing down like this, pushing down like that. And then if this comes up above here, right, this red is going to change to green. The back here, these two red lines stay red. The green down here is red. Then that's your sell stop. And then you could take it down like this, okay? So hopefully we get some of that. And if it comes down, I'd love to see it come down to either, if it comes down into this daily channel, right, that would be super fantastic, right? If it comes down into the daily channel or comes down into the weekly, even better, right? The deeper down they push the market, the better it's going to be for us. So let's see what they do. In the meantime, take advantage of your sells, your short-term sells, don't get carried away, and take advantage of your short-term buys, don't get carried away, all right? And then wait for these bigger setups for it to get into the daily channel and so forth. So there's a lot that's ahead of us, guys, so take advantage of it. Okay, take full advantage of it. Going into the rest of this week, right? Remember, for those who know you have this, let me go back to here. Just give you some additional. Remember to go and look on Forex Factory. Okay, today was beautiful, 8:30 a.m. CPI. That's what drove the market today. Tonight we have 2 a.m. Great British Pound news. That's 2 a.m. for us, Eastern. That's in the morning for them in London. And then 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, we have Australian dollar news, so we can capitalize on those two assets. And then Thursday, we have some US dollar red folders again, also Great British Pound red folders. On Friday, we also have some more red folders again for Britain, for US dollar, and for US dollar 2 different times on Friday. So this week is loaded with a lot of red folders. So we have a lot of volatility in the market this week, which gives us movement to be able to make money. All right. You just need to have the safety trade system to be able to direct you as to when to get in. Like here was a great buy. Look at this 1 minute buy stop that just started off. Let me drop this down to 1 minute. I just started off this evening. All right. So a great 1 minute buy. All right. We're gonna see we're gonna get some more of that. Plus, you're gonna have sells. Don't forget that. So while this is buying up like this, right? While that is buying up, that is going to create 5 minute, which it has created a 5 minute sell. So we may get a 5 minute sell coming out of this 15 minute, coming off this 15-minute green line right here. Okay, so bear in mind, get that in mind. You might see come up here, react from here, and come back down and give you a sell. Look out for that. All right, and then look out for the 30-minute. Look out for it to come into the 30-minute channel, right? See when it came up here and came close to this 30-minute line, it went down. Comes back again, we're going to get a reaction coming back this way. It comes to this one, we get a reaction coming this way, right? Or sometimes it comes into the channel and then it sells from inside of the channel. And it's going to do something similar when it gets to the 1 hour. When it gets up to the 1 hour, again, you're going to have another opportunity to take a sell, right? So just bear those things in mind. While that is happening, it is a buy up for the 1 hour, 4 hour buy stop, right? And in the case of US 30, we have a 4 hour buy stop already in place, right? We haven't got one for NAS, see, right there, 4 hour buy stop. SPX, the 4 hour is not yet formed, right? And NAS, the 4 hour is not yet formed, but they're below the 4 hour channel and there's a little bit of buyback going on. So nice moves in the market. Really, really, really wonderful day today. And tomorrow, going into the rest of the week, is shaping up to be really great. And next week is going to be even super fantastic. Let's just check the news again to see what next week is starting to look like. Go to forexfactory.com. Come here, change this date, put that day to that day, right? That day to that day. Oops. All right, and apply settings. Okay, so Monday, see Australian dollar red folder. Tuesday, Canadian dollar, Great British Pound, Australian dollar. Wednesday, there's a US dollar red folder. The FOMC meeting at 2 p.m. Big movement. And then Euro on Thursday, and we also have Great British Pound. Thursday, busy. Look at how busy Thursday is. US dollar. So much going on, right? And Fridays are don't read full out. Man, even next week is set up to be some really great movement in the market. So we'll have a lot of opportunities to make some really great income as the market moves and does what it does, right? Guys, just so you know, Bitcoin rallied about $50,000 a coin today. Look at this move. Look at this move. Did the system give you a buy here on Bitcoin? Green, red, green. Is this a buy here on the 4-hour time frame? Is this a buy stop? Green, red, green, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the system told us to buy Bitcoin at 42,924, and it went up to 50,000. Do you see how powerful the system is now?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because before this happened, remember there was a Bitcoin came up to here and it sold down to here. But our system said, don't worry about that. Wait for the setups. And we got the setups and it showed us here on the 4-hour time frame a buy. If we go down to the 1 hour, we could even find even just here's another 1 hour buy. Here's a 1 hour buy when it came down to 47,900 before it went to 50. So our system predicted that. Okay. So the system is up. Let's drop down to the 30-minute, right? And to see our system is predicting it. Our system is predicting with pinpoint accuracy. See, buy, it went up, buy, it went up, buy, it went up, right? 30-minute, see, another one here, Kwasi. Can you see that? When it was down there at 42,000. And even when it was lower than that, the system even predicted when it was going to sell. See, right here, red, green, red. And it told us that it was going to sell and it came down, right? Here again, right? Our system is so powerful. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame to see what that's telling us. Our system is giving us the data on when things are changing in the market and telling us what's going on so that you could be, predicting what's happening with Bitcoin. People think, man, are you a sage, or are you clairvoyant, or what? I don't know what the term they use for people who predict the future, right? Are you a Nostradamus? No, you just have a system that is reliable and gives us accurate data, right? See the sells, see the buys. You could see them as you see the patterns form. Okay, and this is Bitcoin. I'm on the Bitcoin chart. Right? So all these great moves happening on Bitcoin, our system told you before. Right down here, 15-minute buy stop, clear as day. Okay? And look at that run up. Look at that run up from $42,000 all the way up to 50,000. All the way up to 50,000. And the system predicted it accurately. Right? Even when it sold off from 50,000 down to 48, the system said no, it's going to buy back up, which it did. So the system is just powerful, man, and I'm just so grateful and thankful. And of course, the system was predicting. Let's go to the daily, man. This daily buy stop on Bitcoin. Look from when the system called out the daily buy. You see when the daily buy was called out by the system, Kwasi?
Mm-hmm.
That's Tuesday the
23rd January.
Yeah, right. When it was down at 39,500, when people were thinking Bitcoin is going to go all the way down, our system says no. It's a daily buy stop. When it went down to 30, it went down as low as 38,000, and our system says that's the time to buy, not sell. Our system said that, right? And look at how much it went up. Look at what if you had the system from 38,000 to 50,000. That's $12,000 per Bitcoin. That's amazing. That's amazing. Right? And our system would call it out when it was down here again at 20 something. I remember I didn't have the system then, but it called it out when it was at $26,000. Right? Call it out. All right. I think it was on the weekly chart. It was on the weekly. So there's these weekly buys. Don't play around with them, guys. Weekly buy stops. Woo! Don't play around with them at all. All right. This was at $17,041. Call it out. All right. Any questions for me before we close? We gotta close now. Any questions for me before we jump off here?
I have a question. Does this work with MT4 or you have to do it directly?
MT4. So you could open your account on MT4, trade in your MT4, and get the data from this trading view system. So safety trade is loaded onto the trading view. That's basically what happens. So it's loaded onto it, and the indicators are loaded into trading view, and you can just get the information on when to enter a trade from here, and that's what you do. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your question. Any other question from anyone else?
Yes, I do. Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you clearly. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so my question was, I didn't see any reference to stock options on that page that you showed the various asset class right there.
Yep. Here we go. Let's go to stocks. Click on stocks. All right. I think there are 50 something different companies here, or more than that. Whoa, it's long. Much more than that. I think it's over 100. Right? So Apple, blah blah blah, Amazon, AMZ and Amazon, right? Bank of America, Citibank, all of those are here, and plus some other companies that are not as well known as those. Okay, so you could definitely, Amazon is a favorite of the developer. He does trade Amazon a lot using this, and he calls out trades on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, all of those time frames, and a lot of people use it just for stocks.
So your stocks are preset. There, let's say there's an unknown that's not listed here. I can type in that symbol.
No, the symbols that it monitors are the ones listed here. So if you don't see it listed, it won't be able to give you data on it.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. All right, there's a lot to eat here. A lot. All right, anyone else? Any other questions from anyone else?
Dr. Harry, Claudine
Yes.
here. Quickly, for the GBP time, that 2 a.m. red folder, that time will be what, 9 Eastern?
No. 2 a.m. is Eastern. The times on Forex Factory are Eastern Standard Time.
They're all Eastern. Okay.
So the same time in Jamaica. Where you know, you're in the US, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so 2 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Yeah, Gold did some really nice stuff for us today.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, go. You remember I was telling you guys that gold was gonna. You remember when we were looking at the 1 hour chart? Let's go back to this 1 hour chart. And you remember when we were here, all right?
Yes, I remember.
And I was saying that if it comes below, it had come below, right? Over here, or over here, right? And I said that gold had come below this point. Remember? Gold came and closed and went below this point. And that was an indication that the bull run that was on, was possibly reversing. See? Because we were starting going sideways and it came and it went below here. And if it came back up, it didn't come back up to this high. And now we could see that we're enjoying some nice sells on gold. So look, so this nice sell, right? And it went down below 2,000. So if I were you guys, I'd be looking for more sells out of this, because this is, 2,000 is a very big psychological number for gold, right? And it has not been below 2,000 for a while. Hasn't been below 2,000 for a while, right? Hasn't been below there for a while. So it's a really nice time right now. Really nice time right now to get some sells, right? Really, this is a setup for a lot of 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour sell stops. Okay. And then later on, we can enjoy like a daily buy or weekly buy stop or something like that. All right. Thank you very much for that. Powerful stuff going on, man. Gold, look at gold fed. Gold fed. I caught this on the news this morning, man. And I ended up, when it came down to here, I started seeing some pullback. But man, I exited here, right? Instead of enjoying all the rundown. But anyway, that's cool. I'm still happy with that. All right. All right. So guys, don't play around with this, man. This is your season to make a lot of money. Okay, get your system, learn how to use it, join the classes. It's very affordable. All right, so get $5.99 for the year, $75 a month for the signals. What the scanner does and gives us, $75 a month is a joke. Okay, because even if you just traded currency pairs and you went to the Forex currency top 10 currency pairs, Forex top 10, came down to the 15-minute right here and wait for them to pop up. And as they pop up, you put them in. Okay? According to your lot size and what your account can manage. Just prop. Come to Miss Stanley Gonzalez class every Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock a.m. And she covers risk management, how to properly manage an account. So you don't over leverage and blow your account. All right. So she'll train you on that. All right. So get this powerful system, become an affiliate. It's only $168. $69 for the year and then $99 a month. So $168 to start, $99 a month, and then get your safe trade system and let's go. You want to only be a student, that's fine. Nobody says you have to be an affiliate, but we highly recommend that you do become one. All right, get back to the person who invited you to be here, and they'll give you the information to get registered. Carol, Sasha, and Kwasi, thank you for showing up. All right, my family, Mickey, Marjorie, Claudine, Carol.
Yes.
Right,
Thanks.
Rodney.
Hey, Doc.
Rodney,
Thanks as always, Dr. Harry. Thanks.
you're welcome, man. Blessings, everybody.
Take care
All
now.
right.
All right, bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Everything you need to know every hour on the hour.